on comparative and superlative forms in adjectives and adverbs. Remember, we are looking at some of the rules that you have to observe, some of the rules to help you to determine how to put the comparative or superlative. We've taken rule 1. We're going to take 2. We're going to talk about rule 2. Rule 2. Rule 2 says if an adjective ends in a silent E, if an adjective ends in a silent E, drop the final E before adding, if it's comparative, ER or EST. Let's take it again. It says, if an adjective ends in a silent E, that is where the E at the end is silent, drop the final E before adding ER or EST. Now we are going to look at some examples. If you look at normative, normal, cute, cute, cute. If you see here that this letter E is silent, so in order to make it comparative, when you are talking about 2, remember, go back to our lessons on comparative where we started on the rules. So in order to make it comparative when you are talking about 2, you have to remove this E and put ER. So you have cuter, and then also remove that E and put EST. That is cutest. So you have cute, cuter, cutest. Let's take another example. Fine. Fine. To make it comparative, drop the last E and put ER. Finer. And then the same thing, finest. Fine, finer, finest. Let's go to the word large. Number 3. Large. So we say, remember the rule. If an adjective ends in a silent E, drop the final E before adding ER. So we are going to drop the final E here because the word is large. So E is silent. So we are going to drop the final E there. L-A-R-G. And then we put ER. Larger. And then we have the same thing, largest. So we have large, larger, largest. Large, larger, largest. Okay? Let's take white. The same thing here in white. The E, the last letter E, which is silent, you have to drop it if you want to make it comparative. So you write white, you have to drop that E and put ER, white, whiter, and then the same thing, whitest. Okay? Let's take another one, wise. We are taking some examples. So wise. Here, the adjective ends in a silent E. This E is silent, that's why I say wise. So we are going to drop that last E and put ER. Wiser to make it comparative, and we have wisest. So we're taking some examples on that. Remember, look at the rule. The rule says, rule B, if an adjective ends in a silent E, comparative, we're looking at adjective. In a silent E, drop the final E before adding ER or EST. So we have cute, cuter, cutest. Fine, finer, finest. Large, ending in a silent E. Larger, largest. White, ending in the final E. Whiter, whitest. Wise, wiser, wisest. So you see that example that we have taken in our second rule. Rule B. Rule B. Follow us to the next rule in our comparative superlative, Rule C, as we go on. Follow us. Remember, if you like what we are doing, support us by whatever means you can. Support us, share, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up.